Scorpio, tonight carries a whisper that few will notice, yet for you it arrives like a gentle current in the soul. A quiet blessing hidden beneath the noise of ordinary life, waiting for the one with depth and intuition strong enough to feel it, and that one is you. For so long you have been searching for answers in loud moments, in dramatic changes, in events that shake the ground beneath your feet. But the truth is, not all miracles arrive with thunder. Some come softly, like moonlight on still water, barely seen but deeply felt. And it is in this silence that your greatest shift begins. The energy surrounding you now is sacred, subtle, almost secret, and it calls to the Scorpio spirit that thrives in the unseen, in the mysteries others overlook, reminding you that destiny often whispers before it ever shouts. Imagine carrying a treasure chest without knowing the key has already been placed in your hand. Imagine walking under clouds, not realizing the sunlight has already begun to break through. This is the kind of blessing the universe is aligning for you tonight. A blessing wrapped in gentleness, yet powerful enough to transform your path. The quiet blessing may not come as money in your account, or a lover at your door, though it could, but more profoundly it comes as a shift in your heart, an answer to a prayer you whispered long ago, a sign that what you thought was delayed is actually arriving right on time. Tonight the cosmos reminds you that you are never forgotten, that your pain has not gone unseen, that your sacrifices, tears and resilience have already sown the seed of the miracle now ripening. The Scorpion teaches us that transformation happens in silence beneath the surface, unseen until suddenly it changes everything. And so this evening you are being asked to trust what you cannot yet see, but can already feel in your spirit. Stay open, Scorpio, because the unexpected miracle may come in the form of peace that washes over you, words that reach you at just the right moment, or a door that quietly opens where once there was only a wall. This is your time to listen, to notice, to receive, because the quiet blessing has already begun to unfold. Scorpio, the atmosphere of this night is not ordinary. It carries a sacred vibration that moves gently yet surely, like the tide pulling you toward a new shore. And though others may overlook it, your spirit is finely tuned to feel the subtle shift. Tonight the cosmic rhythm is quiet, yet it hums with divine alignment, and within this stillness lies a powerful opportunity for you to recognize the blessing being placed in your path. Astrologically, when energies settle into silence, it is not emptiness but preparation, like the pause before dawn when the air is filled with promise, or the hush of the earth before seeds break through soil, unseen yet inevitable. For Scorpio, a sign of depth and transformation, this quiet atmosphere is where you thrive, because it allows you to sense what others miss. The whispers of destiny, the gentle nudges of synchronicity, the subtle touch of spirit guiding your steps. Tonight feels like a sacred conversation between your soul and the universe, one where words are unnecessary and presence itself is the message, urging you to notice not just the loud events, but the soft miracles, the way someone's words unexpectedly bring comfort, the way a thought suddenly clears your confusion, the way your heart feels lighter without explanation. The energy of this evening invites you to trust the unseen currents, reminding you that blessings are not always fireworks. They are often lanterns in the dark, guiding you quietly toward where you need to be. Scorpio, your ruling planets have often pushed you into extremes, cycles of endings and beginnings. But tonight's gift is softer, a reprieve from struggle, a reminder that grace does not always demand a battle. This still atmosphere holds a key. If you slow down, breathe, and simply allow yourself to be, you will notice signs that your miracle is already forming, hidden in plain sight. It could be a dream that feels more real than usual, an inner calm that replaces anxiety, or the sudden sense that you are exactly where you need to be, no matter how unfinished life looks. This is the spiritual climate wrapping around you now, quiet but deeply alive, carrying a blessing that will reveal itself when you lean into faith more than fear, when you accept that the universe often works through silence to prepare the loudest breakthroughs of all. Scorpio. One of the greatest mysteries of your journey is how the universe often disguises its gifts, wrapping them in challenges, delays, or even losses that at first feel painful, yet later reveal themselves as the very blessings you needed to grow. And tonight's quiet blessing follows this same sacred pattern. A hidden gift is not always handed to you with ribbons and light. Sometimes it arrives as the job you didn't get, only to lead you to the opportunity that changes your destiny, or the relationship that ended, creating space for the soul connection that will truly honor your heart. For Scorpios, whose lives are marked by transformation, these disguised blessings are not punishments. They are divine protections, redirections and recalibrations, carefully guiding you toward your higher path. Think of the times you were forced to let go of something, only to realize later that what replaced it was 10 times better, richer, more aligned with who you were becoming. That is the essence of tonight's blessing. It may not appear immediately as joy or abundance, but as a shift that quietly removes what no longer serves you while preparing room for what truly belongs to you. Imagine being given a locked box without knowing the key is already in your pocket. At first it looks like lack, but in truth you have always been equipped to open it when the right time comes. The miracle that unfolds tonight could be subtle. A conversation that changes your perspective, an ending that frees your spirit, or even an inner clarity that dissolves long-held fear. These are not coincidences. They are divine interventions wearing ordinary clothes. Scorpio. You have the unique ability to sense when something is more than it seems, to feel the sacred beneath the surface, and that intuition will be your guide now. Trust the delays, trust the detours, trust even the disappointments, because they are blessings disguised as obstacles. Tonight the hidden gift arriving to you may not shout, but it will shift. And when you look back weeks or months from now, you will realize that this quiet moment was the miracle that turned your path toward the destiny meant only for you. Scorpio. One of the most powerful ways the universe delivers quiet blessings is through synchronicity, those subtle alignments that seem like chance on the surface, but are in fact divine appointments, carefully woven into your path. And tonight you are being asked to pay close attention to these sacred signals. Synchronicity can appear as numbers that repeat so often they feel impossible to ignore, 111, 222, 888, as if the universe itself is speaking in code. It can arrive through feathers or coins placed in your path, through a song that suddenly answers a question in your heart, or through a stranger's words that echo exactly what you needed to hear. For Scorpio, who naturally walks between the seen and unseen, these patterns are not random but confirmation that spirit is near, guiding you toward your miracle with gentle nudges instead of loud commands. Imagine walking through a dark forest and finding tiny lanterns placed at intervals along the path. That is what synchronicity is, a reminder that you are not wandering aimlessly, but being led step by step toward your blessing. Tonight the quiet atmosphere amplifies this guidance, meaning you may receive dreams that feel like prophecies, thoughts that seem to come from nowhere, but bring sudden clarity, or moments of déjà vu that reassure you you're in the right place at the right time. These synchronicities are the universe's way of saying, pay attention, the miracle is unfolding right now. Often Scorpios expect transformation to roar like thunder, but the truth is, the most life-changing events begin in whispers, and synchronicities are those whispers, taking form in the physical world. Do not dismiss the small signs as trivial. They are sacred breadcrumbs leading you toward your destiny. If you keep your eyes, ears, and heart open tonight, you will notice that everything around you is speaking. Your environment, your body, your intuition, all aligning to confirm that the blessing is real. Trust the patterns, Scorpio, because they are the language of the cosmos, and through them you will recognize that the quiet miracle you have been waiting for is already arriving, one sign at a time. Scorpio, sometimes the most profound blessings are not material or external at all, but the invisible healing that happens deep within the soul, and tonight's quiet energy is designed to bring you exactly that kind of restoration. For so long, you have carried wounds that others may never see. Scars hidden beneath your strength, memories and emotions you rarely speak aloud. And yet these unspoken burdens have shaped the way you walk through life. The quiet blessing arriving tonight is like a gentle hand on your heart, easing the weight you no longer need to bear, reminding you that healing does not always come with fanfare. It often comes in moments of stillness, in a sudden feeling of peace, in tears that fall without warning and wash away years of pain. Scorpio, you are known for your resilience, but resilience is not only about surviving. It is about learning to release what you no longer need so that you can thrive. This evening, you may notice an inner calm replacing anxiety, forgiveness, softening anger, or a surprising sense of compassion rising where bitterness once lived. These are not small shifts. They are evidence of spiritual renewal, proof that the universe has heard your prayers and is sending grace to heal what words could not. A quiet blessing may take the form of clarity about a past hurt, a dream that reassures you, or even an intuitive knowing that it is finally safe to move forward. Trust that this healing is not weakness but strength. It is the transformation of pain into wisdom, of wounds into wisdom-filled light. The unexpected miracle is not only that something new arrives, but that the chains of old griefs quietly fall away, freeing you to step into your destiny lighter than you have ever been. Tonight, Scorpio, give yourself permission to rest in this healing, to allow your soul to be bathed in the gentle currents of divine love, and to remember that your scars are not signs of defeat, but of survival, and now of renewal. The quiet blessing that arrives is not just a gift. It is a doorway to the freedom and peace you have long deserved. Scorpio, blessings do not only arrive in the realm of spirit and emotion, they also manifest in the physical world. And tonight's quiet miracle carries the potential to touch your finances, your career, and your sense of material security in ways you may not immediately expect. For too long you may have felt delays, as if opportunities slipped just beyond your grasp, as if doors remained closed no matter how hard you knocked. And yet this period of waiting was never punishment. It was preparation, aligning you with the moment when things could finally unfold with grace instead of struggle. The quiet blessing may not look like sudden wealth falling from the sky, though it could come as unexpected money, a job offer or financial support, but more often it begins as clarity, as the inner knowing of what step to take next that will lead you into abundance. Tonight you may feel inspired to revisit an idea you had set aside, receive guidance from someone who believes in your vision, or notice that a challenge blocking your path is quietly dissolving. These subtle shifts are the seeds of prosperity, and they are no less miraculous than dramatic breakthroughs, because they set you on a sustainable, divinely guided path to success. Remember, Scorpio, your gift is transformation. You have the ability to turn even ashes into gold, and this moment marks the beginning of a new cycle where your efforts finally align with reward. A quiet blessing in the material realm might be as simple as peace around your finances, a new opportunity that arrives with little effort, or the realization that your talents are ready to be shared with the world in a way that also provides for you. The miracle is in the shift from scarcity to trust, from struggle to flow, from fear to readiness. Tonight, if you listen closely, the universe is whispering that stability and abundance are closer than you think, and that the path forward will be made smoother than before. Trust this blessing, Scorpio, because the financial and material breakthrough you seek may arrive not with a bang, but with a quiet alignment that changes everything. Scorpio. Blessings often flow through the connections we share with others, and tonight's quiet miracle may reveal itself in your relationships, whether through love, friendship, or even reconciliation with someone from your past. You're a sign of intensity, of loyalty that runs deep, but also of caution when it comes to opening your heart. And sometimes the universe sends you gentle reminders that you are not meant to walk this path alone. The quiet blessing may arrive as a message you didn't expect but longed for, as a gesture of kindness that softens old wounds, or as the presence of someone who simply makes you feel safe, seen, and valued. Love for you does not always come in fireworks. It often shows itself in the subtleties, the way someone listens without judgment, the way a partner's presence feels like home, the way a friend appears at the exact moment you need comfort. Tonight, the cosmic energy leans toward healing connections, closing karmic cycles that have drained your spirit and opening the door for relationships that restore rather than deplete you. If you've been longing for love, this blessing may manifest as the alignment that brings you closer to a soul connection, perhaps not instantly, but through a series of quiet signs that reassure you true love is on its way. If you've been holding on to pain from the past, tonight offers the peace of release, reminding you that you are worthy of love that is gentle, patient, and consistent. Even within existing relationships, a quiet blessing could show up as a deeper bond forming, an argument dissolving into understanding, or a moment of vulnerability that bridges hearts in ways words cannot fully explain. Scorpio. The universe is whispering that you are ready for a love that nourishes rather than consumes, that heals rather than wounds, and tonight is the beginning of that shift. Whether it is romantic, familial, or platonic, this blessing affirms that you are not destined to carry the journey alone, and that the love entering or strengthening your life now is a reflection of the transformation you have already achieved within yourself. Scorpio, while blessings can arrive in love, money, or opportunities, the most powerful miracle you will ever receive is the one that happens inside of you, and tonight's quiet blessing carries the energy of profound inner transformation. For years you may have felt weighed down by survival mode, always fighting, always protecting, always bracing yourself for the next challenge. But now the universe is whispering that it is safe to soften, that your spirit no longer needs to live on the edge of defense. This transformation is not loud or dramatic. It is subtle, like a shift in the tide, like a seed breaking open beneath the soil before anyone can see its growth. And yet, it is the very change that will reshape your destiny. Tonight you may notice a new strength rising within you, not the strength of constant endurance, but the strength of peace, resilience, and clarity, the ability to know who you are without needing to prove it to anyone. This inner shift is the real miracle, because when your spirit transforms, everything around you begins to align. Your relationships improve, your opportunities expand, and your life takes on a flow that feels divinely guided. Imagine carrying heavy armor for years and suddenly realizing you no longer need it, that you can walk freely without fear. This is what your soul is being offered tonight. Scorpio, you are the sign of death and rebirth, and this blessing is a reminder that you have already risen from your ashes, that the old cycles no longer hold you captive, and that your rebirth is already underway. The universe is not asking you to fight harder. It is asking you to trust more deeply, to let go of what has hardened you, and to embrace the gentleness you once thought was weakness, but is truly your greatest power. This inner transformation is the foundation upon which every other blessing, love, Abundance, healing will rest, and it begins in silence, in the quiet acceptance that you are no longer the person who suffered, but the person who overcame. Tonight, Scorpio, the quiet blessing is the miracle of becoming, of stepping fully into your true self with strength that is unshakable because it is rooted in peace. Scorpio, the quiet blessing arriving tonight will not force itself into your awareness. It will wait for you to recognize it, and that recognition requires openness, trust, and presence. Too often, miracles are overlooked because they do not match the picture we created in our minds, and yet the universe rarely delivers exactly how we imagine. It delivers in the way we most need. To recognize tonight's blessing, slow down. Pay attention to the subtleties, and listen not just with your ears but with your spirit. Notice the small shifts. A sudden feeling of calm where there was once anxiety, a message that arrives at the perfect time, a thought that clears confusion, or even a silence that feels unusually peaceful. These are not coincidences. They are the miracle quietly entering your life. To receive it, you must soften your resistance, for the universe cannot place new gifts in hands that are still clinging to the old. Surrender your fears, release your doubts, and whisper gratitude even before you see the full picture, because gratitude opens the door to blessings faster than any other energy. A simple ritual tonight could amplify this process. Light a candle as a symbol of the light entering your path. Write down one thing you are ready to release, and one thing you are ready to welcome. Then sit in silence for a few moments, allowing your heart to expand in acceptance. The act itself is not about ritual, it is about intention, about telling the universe, I am ready. Scorpio, your intuition is your greatest ally in this moment, so trust the sensations, the hunches, the gentle nudges that guide you toward peace. If you're uncertain, ask for a clear sign and then remain open, for the sign may arrive in unexpected form. Receiving a quiet blessing requires faith not only in the universe, but in yourself, in your ability to discern truth, to recognize love, to accept abundance. Tonight, let go of the need to control how the miracle looks, and instead embrace the certainty that it is already here, unfolding in ways that will soon be undeniable. The quiet blessing belongs to you. All that is left is for you to open your heart wide enough to let it in. Scorpio, as this sacred night unfolds, remember that not all miracles roar into your life with thunder and lightning. Some arrive softly, almost unnoticed, like a gentle breeze carrying the fragrance of a new beginning. And tonight's quiet blessing is exactly that. You have walked through storms, endured endings, and carried burdens with strength that few could ever imagine. And now the universe offers you a moment of grace, a gift that whispers instead of shouts, yet has the power to change everything. Whether it comes as inner peace, a message of love, financial relief, or the release of an old wound, this blessing is real, and it is already moving through your life. Trust the signs, trust your intuition, and trust that what is aligning now is meant to elevate you into a future brighter and freer than you have known before. Your quiet blessing may feel small at first, but like a seed planted in rich soil, it will grow into a miracle that reshapes your path in ways you could never have scripted. Hold on to faith, Scorpio, for the unexpected miracle is not only promised, it is unfolding even as you listen. And now, if these words resonate with you, if you can already feel the shift, I invite you to honor this moment by sharing your experiences in the comments below. Tell us what signs you've noticed, what synchronicities have appeared, or how this message speaks to your heart. Your story may be the very confirmation another Scorpio needs to believe in their own blessing. If you felt this message touch your spirit, remember to like this video, share it with someone who may need encouragement tonight, and subscribe to this channel so you never miss another divine message written in the stars. Together we form a circle of light, a soul family walking the path of transformation and faith. Scorpio, your quiet blessing has arrived, and your miracle is already in motion. Receive it with an open heart, because this is the moment destiny begins to turn in your favor.